Inversion, smog, ozone, carbon dioxide, fine particulate matter. What are these things? Well, these are just a few of the things that we call air pollution. What causes air pollution? Well, let's first start with why Utah air is so bad. The Salt Lake Valley sits in a big bowl. When warm air rises, it presses down on the cold air, which makes it so cold air cannot escape the valley, which then creates the inversion effect that you see every winter. Now let's get back to what causes these pollutants. Manufacturing companies and refineries are about 13% of Utah's total air pollution every year. Your personal vehicles and airplanes are just a few of the mobile sources that cause around 48% of Utah's total air pollution. And the final 39% of Utah's air pollution comes from area sources, such as home heating and smoke from wood fires, just to name a few.
What are the effects of pollutants on your health? Let's first start with the not so harmful pollutants, such as particulate matter greater than 2.5 microns. When breathed in, these larger particles are absorbed by the mucus of the nose and mouth and disposed of naturally and never enter your lungs. Particulate matter less than 2.5 microns fall into the category of more harmful pollutants. These smaller particles surpass the body's defense mechanism and go straight into the lungs, causing tissue damage, inflammation, and irritation. Continuous exposure to these harmful particles at high levels lead to irritation of eyes, nose, and throat, breathing problems, damage to your reproductive system, damage to your internal organs, and more.
So who is affected? Well, frankly, everyone is. We are all affected by these air pollutants. However, some people have a more difficult time coping depending on specific characteristics. These people are defined as the susceptible population. For instance, if you have a pre-existing health concern, you may be more vulnerable to pollutants. Some health concerns may include people with asthma, people with lung disease such as chronic bronchitis, and people with cardiovascular disease or heart diseases. Your health status isn't the only thing that you will place in your susceptible category. Another characteristic is certain life stages. Children are generally likely to be more vulnerable to exposure with air pollution compared to adults because their lungs are still growing and developing, and they are still developing their immune and metabolic systems. However, some children are especially vulnerable. This includes children with underlying chronic lung conditions such as asthma and cystic fibrosis. Finally, older adults are more likely to be affected by air pollution due to weaker immune systems or undiagnosed respiratory or cardiovascular health conditions.
What can you do to fix this? Here are a few tips. Conserve energy at home and at work. Carpool. Use public transportation. Bike or walk whenever possible. Use environmentally safe paints and cleaning products whenever possible. And don't idle for more than 2 minutes. With these few everyday tips, we can achieve our goal of a better Utah.